everyone, welcome in. I'm your host Jenna, and today we're going to dive into a very underrated sport, disc golf, or frisbee golf, depending on how you look at it. I've heard it both ways. My special guest today is my younger brother, Ethan Jenkins, who is very passionate about the activity. So Ethan, would you mind telling us how long you've actually been playing?
Since about March. I've been playing since about March.
2024?
Yeah, not long at all in the eyes of many disc golfers who have been playing since they were like 8. So
when we were younger, I remember us asking each other if we wanted to go outside. We would play a good mix of things. There's a lot of basketball, hitting things with a bat, regular catch with a ball, kicking a ball around when I got really into soccer. But you used to always have to convince me to play frisbee with you. And as far as I can recall, you've always really liked it. Do you remember when you first took a liking to frisbees and throwing them?
Not really. I think it's always just kind of been there, and I've just always enjoyed throwing things, but like frisbees and the way they like glided and stuff like that, I always enjoyed the look of more, and it was more satisfying to throw.
This is me being honest, but yeah, I feel like I didn't ever want to play with you because you were way better than me. In recent years, though, I think I've gotten decent at it, and I enjoy it more every time we play, if I can be honest. Do you agree that I've gotten better?
I would say that you've gotten a lot better.
Thank you so much.
I think in the recent times we've done it, you have some pretty straight lines, and I like it.
Thank you so much.
Makes it a lot easier for me because it used to be more cardio because I'd have to run back and forth.
Next, could you tell us a bit about joining the disc golf team at CSU?
Yeah, so I was actually super excited to join the team. I joined, it's basically just a bunch of chill people. It's a bunch of ranges of like experience. And so some people have been playing for around the same time as me, just a couple of months, and then other people have been playing since they were in elementary school. So it's fun to hear like all the different ways they learned throwing and how they're still getting better as well.
Very cool. What's your current role within the team?
My role, you could say, is somewhat of a background character. I just kind of hang around. I kind of just show up to the practices and have fun. I attended one competition that was held by CU, and that was just kind of an open thing where as many people as we could were allowed to go. But in more of like the national events, I'm not good enough yet to make the cut because that one's a more skilled crop, you could say.
Of course, I know how it works, but for the listeners who may not, could you explain briefly how competitions and stuff work?
So competitions do range, but for collegiate disc golf, so it's a team of 4, and that team of 4 is split into teams of 2. It's alternate, so both people on the team of 2 take their shot. They choose the best shot of those 2, and then it switches to the other 2 people on the team of 4, and then they do their shot, take the best shot, and then it keeps alternating back and forth. You're just trying to get as many strokes under par as you can.
Like boring golf.
Yes. But this is the cool one.
How do you want or plan to progress over the next couple months?
It's kind of just you go out there as much as you can and throw as many discs as you can, because the really only factor in getting better is repetition and like seeing what works with your form and what doesn't. And so I just go out whenever I have free time and throw as much as I can.
So surely there's someone out there besides me who's curious, but to close this out, how much do you think you've spent on discs since you started playing?
A bit of an embarrassing question, I would say.
My bad.
I think I've gotten up there. I haven't been keeping count, but if I were to put a number on it, I'd say maybe just shy of 400. Mainly only because it's become an addiction for me, and buying new things and things that make you think that's like it's gonna make you throw better is kind of in my head. So I've spent a lot. There's definitely nicer products out there, but it can be a cheap sport if you're just trying to get into it as a hobby and stuff like that. There's like starter sets you can buy or just like get a few good discs and like a small bag, and it's actually a pretty price efficient sport.
I'm sure the people love to hear it. Well, Ethan, thanks so much for joining me today and sharing your passion for the sport. To the listeners, thank you for listening. To the JMC front office, thanks for lending the studio space. And back to the listeners, I'll catch you on the flip side.